Hi guys, and welcome to Girl Time Chit Chat. I'm so happy and I'm so excited about you guys taking the Dear Abby 911 to heart, and it just fills my heart that you're doing that. Okay, today in Girl Time Chit Chat, we're going to do two Dear Abby 911s at yahoo.com, and we're going to do the Murdoch murders because I've been promising that at Luther's. So I already got my hair rolled up, and you guys always ask, don't you put anything on before the makeup? Yes. Here's a here's a plug, a shameless mommy plug for my daughter's site, theblessingjarco.etsy.com. I put salve on my face about 15 minutes before I put on my makeup. So that's what I put on. Oh, also, you guys, I was looking at my stats and that YouTube and Facebook give you, and 50% of the people don't like, follow, and subscribe. And when subscribe doesn't mean like you pay and it's a subscription. It's free for you, but it tells YouTube and Facebook that people like my page, and so they start showing it to more people, and then that helps a lot more people. So please remember to hit like, follow, and subscribe. Also, you're not going to miss out on any videos that I put up. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, this is the first one from dearabby911 at yahoo.com. It's from number 3, and it's like a hashtag and then 3. Here's what number 3 says. Dear A, first and foremost, thank you for offering this private email opportunity to anyone who may feel a certain way and could use a listening ear or words of encouragement. My issue is my husband. Number 3. Oh, that's all our issue. We are celebrating our 17th wedding anniversary very soon. He has been estranged from his hurtful, narcissistic adult daughter for over a year. He takes a lot of his frustration and hurt out on me and causes a big wedge between us on a regular basis. Sorry about the chicken. I look for ways to not spend time with him just for peace of mind. There are many additional details, but I did not want to write a novel. Any thoughts on how to deal with this? Thank you, and you're the best. Sincerely, number 3. Okay, number 3, let me throw my 2 cents in first. And I know this sounds cliche, but it's true. We always hurt the ones we love. And the reason why is because we feel safe. We know that they'll always love us. We know that they're not going to turn their back on us because we know that they love us. So we empty out and dump out all the hurt that's inside us onto them. And it's not fair, and that doesn't mean that you need to be someone's doormat. Let me give you a little secret. There are 2 words that you never use, that you have to take out of your vocabulary, and there are 2 that you must add when you're speaking to this person. And you do have to have a conversation with them. The 2 words you delete out of your vocabulary when you're speaking with them are but and you. But negates anything that you've said prior to it. For example, if you say, I love you, but, now anything that you say is negated. I love you is gone because you use the word but. You can use the word you when it's something positive, like I love you. What you don't want to do is use the word you make me upset, you are acting out of hand, and the person doesn't hear anything you're saying. They absolutely positively stop listening because they put up their defensive walls. So don't use the word but, and don't use the word you. Replace them with and I. If you are talking only about yourself, no one is going to get upset with you. Here's an example. I love you, and if you were to say, I love you, but I don't like how you act with me. Okay, that's negative, and you use the word but. Get the same message across by saying, I love you, And I feel like we could be happier if we communicated better. If I love you, and I feel like we can have a stronger relationship if I communicate better. They're still listening. I want us to be close, and I want to feel loved. I love you, and I want to feel a goodness about spending time together. They're still listening. Do you follow what I'm saying? Anywhere where you want to use the word but, use and. Anywhere that you want to use the word you, say I. Because let's face it, it is about I. I feel bad. I want to feel close. I want to spend great times with you. I want to build memories. I want to feel included. I want to be your backbone. So don't say anything with the word you and but, because immediately they stop listening. Use the words I and express how you feel. I want to feel loved. I want to spend happy times with you. And I want us to be a team. No one gets offended by that. You have to have this conversation with him, because you can't, at this point, you feel like you are running away just to get peace of mind. All right, you guys, chime in on that one. Here's the next one. The next one is, okay. The next one is from Broken Person. Okay, here we go. Dear Abby, I don't know where to start. A couple of years ago, a routine dermatology check found a melanoma on me. They were able to remove it, but I worry it will come back. Oh, I know how you feel. A week after my surgery, my dad went into the hospital. He died a week after that. And then 5 days later, my beloved dog died. I can't plan anything because I don't know if I will be around or if anyone I love will be around. This all happened around Christmas, and it's not the same. Also, my kids have moved, which I'm proud of. They call me with their problems, and I listen and offer hope, which I am happy to always do. It's just no one wants to hear mine. When I'm sad, and it's a lot, they're too busy. I don't want to burden them, but I am breaking. I love your videos, Antonella, and I see that you went through and you're so positive. I'm not going to put praise on myself here. I'm sorry I rambled, and I probably have the wrong email. If so, please just delete this and understand. You have the right email, Broken Person. Guys, this one's such a tough one. You know, kids don't see their parents as human beings. They don't. I think they think we're like machines or something, that we don't have feelings and depth, and we can't fault them for that until they have kids, and then they'll know what it's like to be a parent. You know, I'm so happy that you came here, Broken Person, because this is a wonderful outlet with a lot of good people to really speak to. That's why I wanted to get yours out there right away, because you're going to hear a lot of women reply to this. I know one of the things that Chris's mom does is she joined a women's group, a local women's group, and she goes once a week, and she gets a lot of things out there, you know, and it's nice. Also, you know, if you're more of a private person, and actually the women's group is really just to spend time with other women, to have friends, to make friends, and it's not a commitment. I know you were saying, you know, I'm afraid to plan anything because I don't know if I'm going to be around. I totally get the melanoma. I had a melanoma right here about 25 years ago, and of course, you know about the leukemia and the breast cancer. So I get that. You're just always waiting for the other shoe to drop. But if you join a woman's group, it's a weekly thing. You make some friends. It's not a big commitment. If you go, you go. If you don't, you don't. The other thing is a therapist. And, I'm going to tout that because my kids are therapists. It's extremely helpful to just go somewhere once a week and talk till you're done talking. And it is all obviously safe and secure and what's the word I'm looking for? I don't tell anyone. What is the word? I swear chemo has fried my brain. It's like when you tell the priest a confession, when you tell a lawyer a thing. What's the word? Oh my God, I hate my brain. Okay. All right, those are my 2 cents. So let me know. You guys, again, be kind in your responses. And if anyone out there, someone said, is this just for people with medical problems? No. dearabby911 at yahoo.com is for anyone and any situation that you want. And again, it's always anonymous, as you saw here. I do not use your name. And these wonderful women will chime in with kindness and love. Okay, let's get into the Murdoch murders and my makeup. I'm going to go in with my powder today, but I am going to do something freaky that I saw on YouTube with this brown stick. I'll show you. Anyway, so the Murdoch murders. In short, the reason why we got all into it is because we stopped when we were in South Carolina. We had just, we were anchored, and we stopped at this bar or eatery. It was called Luther's, and they're supposed to have like the best steaks. Well, we stopped in there, and as it turns out, Chris says to me, Antonella, you know how you watch those documentaries on the Murdoch murders? I was watching the case, and I'm like, yeah, and he said, this is the bar that the boy Paul stopped in on the night of the boat wreck, of his boat wreck. People were like, did you wreck your boat? I'm like, no, I didn't. Okay, in short, if you're not familiar with it, and I was following it, and I so did not want to believe that the father did this. But anyway, in short, the son is a very, very rich family. They own basically, they're lawyers, and they own basically the whole town, and the surroundings. You know how that is. Oh, where's my, oh, here it is. And they get away with everything, including murder. So anyway, what am I doing? I'm so sorry. I can't do 2 things at once. Go figure. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Come on. Oh, see? Ugh. Watch this go flying everywhere. Oh my gosh, I can't open it. Okay, I'm going to put this aside. Let's see if I can find something else. I'm going to have to use, well, can't find, no. Oh, darn it. No, I'm going to have to use my stick because I can't open my powder. All right, I'll use my stick. All right, so anyway, they basically run the town. They're solicitors, right? And big law firm. They're called the Murdochs. Anyway, the boy, who is apparently kind of spoiled rotten, he gets in this, he's drunk, drinking underage, he gets in this boat wreck, and there's 6 people total on the boat. He's doing wheelies and stuff, and anyway, he hits a bridge. They all go flying out of the boat, and they all survive but one, Mallory Beach. They find her a couple days later. She's dead. Well, the dad goes right to the hospital when the incident happened. He starts trying to get his son out of it and telling the other kids, oh, he wasn't driving, right? You were driving, right? He's just in there and he's doing all this stuff. Well, anyway, it turns out all the kids say no, Paul was driving. That's his son. So there's this whole court case that's going to come up, right? And it's going to just really bring so much shame to the family, and financially, this guy was going to have to sell probably, he had 2 or 3 properties. He was probably going to have to sell all but one in order to do the court costs for this. Well, that's not the only thing, right? Next, what happens is he goes to work, finds out that the company, the law firm, sees that he's embezzling millions. So they confront him, and he's going to be disbarred. He's going to, all this bad stuff. He's going to lose the job, obviously. And then he goes home. Now, here's where it gets funky. He goes home, he has dinner with his wife and his son Paul, who wrecked the boat. Supposedly then, goes to see his mother and father. Supposedly then, comes back and finds his wife and son dead, shot. Son in the head, chest, his wife, 3 other bullets. They're both dead. He calls the police, yada, yada, yada. A week later, okay, so the law firm just backs off. They're like, well, you have enough problems. We're not gonna, pursue this. So then, a week later, he gets shot. While he's on the road changing a tire, someone shoots him in the head and it just grazes his head. Well, now everyone's thinking it's the family of the girl that died. That's what I thought. I was following this live. I'm like, oh my God, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. If someone killed my daughter, I don't know how I would handle it, and I would probably want to kill them. So immediately now you're thinking, oh, whoa, someone's after this family. But strangely enough, he has an older son named Buster. That's his nickname. That's what they call him. If you thought someone was coming after your family, and you had tons of money like these people supposedly had, wouldn't you then hire security for that other son, being that your wife was shot, your son was shot, you got shot? There's only one more person in the family, and that was Buster. And yet, no security was gotten. So that's the iffy thing. So anyway, in a nutshell, he ended up being convicted of killing his wife, his son, and staging him getting shot in the head. He did all of this because, one, he had embezzled all this money from the law firm and he wanted to get out of it. 2, he was supporting a $50,000 a week drug habit. I believe it was like the oxys or something. He said it was from an old football injury. And there's more to it, okay? But I, for the life of me, could not wrap my mind around shooting one of my kids in the head. So I was talking to my daughter, Hope, and she's like, Mom, when you're on oxy, you know what's going on, but you don't feel the feelings of what's going on. Okay, because I just couldn't wrap myself around it. Here is what put him behind bars, though. And I'll get to my little juicy tidbits. What put him behind bars was 15 minutes before the murders happened, which he said his alibi was, oh, I was at my mother and father's. I was not down at the dog kennels, which is where his wife and son got shot. But what happened was he did not know that his son Paul was Snapchatting one of his friends about one of the dogs in the kennel. And in the background, you can hear the dad. So he was at the kennels moments before the shootings. That's where then I said, okay, that's it. I guess I give up on humanity. To shoot your kid in the head. I could shoot in a spouse. That can happen, right? That can happen. I don't mean to be flippant or act like it's funny. It's not. But your kid? No, I just can't see it. All right, so that's, our tidbit on that. Where's my lip? Our tidbit on that is when we went to the bar, right? And this is stuff you don't hear on the news. I'm talking to the waitress, and she's like, yeah, I knew the family. And the kid, Paul, who is the one with the boat wreck, she said he was so mean, and he was such a super spoiled kid, and he didn't treat people good. I hate to speak poorly about someone that's not with us anymore, but that's what she said. And this part, allegedly, there's two other deaths that happened, and one of them is this boy called Stephen Smith. And somehow the Murdochs were involved with it. Well, Buster, the older kid, but it got swept under the rug. She said that Stephen Smith, he was walking home at night, his car broke down, he called Buster, and then the next morning someone found him dead in the road. He was hit by a car. He was dead. Anyway, what the waitress said was everyone in town knew, allegedly, that Stephen, who's known to be gay, out there as gay, was having a thing with Buster. And he was going to come out and tell people that, Buster was his guy. Well, Buster didn't want that to happen, so he killed him. He ran over him. Allegedly. This is what the waitress told me. So, those are the little tidbits. Where is that thing now? How horrible. I am just not good today. Here we go. All right, so this is a weird trick I saw. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to try it live with you guys. They say that, how babies have, or young people have like a brown under here. I don't know. So they draw it on. Let me see. So I'm going underneath, and then you're supposed to smudge it. I don't think that's good. I don't think that is a good idea at all. I'll smudge it and see what happens. It actually looks better live than it does on the... Ow. I don't know. I don't like that. I think I'm going to get rid of it. What do you guys think? Let me pull out my white one. I have a white one just like it. It's probably going to mess up. Here we go. All right. So you guys, with the Dear Abby 911, respond to the person by their handle that they used. So, I'm going to put up here, see what happens. I'm going to like that up here. So when you have advice for one of our Dear Abby 911s, respond by their handle. Or one was number 3 and the other one was broken. So when you reply with your advice and your help, address it that way so they know that that reply is for them. I'm so happy about that, you guys. Okay, so, and anyone can write. So, kind of out of sorts, aren't I? I'm going to use my Master Blaster, because I just like that. I'm not going to put a lot of makeup on, because you guys said I look young. Okay. Well, you know the routine on this. This just gives you that cheekbone. And then I just like to pat it in. 2 fingers. Bring it down. Over. Alright, let's get these Velcros out. And then I'm going to use Hope's Dry Shampoo. Yeah. I'm going to use Hope's Dry Shampoo on this to kind of zhuzh it. And it's just so gosh darned hot out. I feel like this Girl Time Chit Chat I didn't do too good, because it's so I'm so discombobulated. But you know what, it's not meant to be perfect. That's for other things. Oh, I rolled that one wrong. Whew. Okay. I'm going to use Hope's Refresh and Revive. And again, you can get that on the Blessing Jar Co. at Etsy.com. I'll show you what it's going to do for my hair. But I live and breathe by it. Because being that I color my hair and it goes through a lot of damage, I don't like to wash it every day. So the scalp can get a little bit oily. It's just come out. So look at how my scalp is pretty oily. All right, so I start with the Blessing Jar Co. Refresh at Etsy.com, and I powder it up. It's nice because this is all natural ingredient, and it's really great. It's really good for your hair too. And just rub it in. Oh. That way I can get more time out of my dew. I need to put more on there. Please tell me I'm not running out. No hope. Time to call my daughter. Say, hey, I need some more. Okay, and then what I like to do is I live and breathe by this Revival, and this I just put on my ends just to give it a little bit of shine and get rid of some of the darkness and just give it some pieciness too. Okay. Okay, that's it, you guys. Oh, so hot. I'm so hot. All right, you guys, more to come later. Bye-bye. Love you.